This is College Politics, the show that gives insight into college students' political views across the country. Today we have our guest, Irving Weiss, and now he's our host, Allison.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to College Politics. I am Allison, and today we have with us our very special guest, Irving. Hi, Irving. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. It's actually great being here because, I hope to one day get in a position where this will be happening more often than not.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So you're really into politics, is that right? You're a poli-sci major. So when did you realize that that's your path, that's your calling?
Well, it's actually a little bit of a funny story because I was in high school and I was taking my AP Calculus class, and at that point I was a senior. I thought, I want to do electrical engineering. I thought that was my path. I end up not doing so well in my AP Calc class. I look back at it, look at what I've done, what I've been focused on before, and really it just came to me, more than anything. I've been into politics, for most of my life, and I think this is really the way for me to go.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So did you come into Manhattan College as a poli-sci major, or did you change to that?
No, I came in here as a poli-sci major.
Okay, cool. So that's what you want to do. That's the path you want to go to. So what position exactly do you want to do? Do you know kind of?
Well, I mean, when it comes to poli-sci, it can be a little bit of a, it can be a little strange when it comes to career choices. I mean, primarily, I do want to be in Congress one day, but of course that takes elections. So, in the interim, I got to have something to do, and there's a lot of options out there for, somebody like me who is politically involved. I can work on campaigning, I can try to find or even establish websites that, post political commentary, and, and even if that doesn't work out, there's a lot of options out there.
Sure.
I love my country. I could serve my country. I join the police force, the military. There's a lot to do.
So let's just say one day you reach your dream, you start campaigning for Congress and everything like that. Have you thought of slogans or campaign strategies with that?
Well, it appears "Make America Great Again" has already been taken, so I don't think I can use that one. When it comes to slogans, I think, it's just not that substantive. I mean, it's great to have something that sticks to people.
Catches the eye. Yeah.
Yes, of course. But more than anything, it's important to actually talk sound policy, which is something that we don't see a lot of in Washington. We see a lot of, politics as usual from all the girly men in Washington.
Okay, so speaking of Washington, the upcoming election, this is our first election that we could actually vote in. It's very exciting. So what are your thoughts on the current election right now?
Well, it didn't go exactly as I would have hoped it would have gone, but I mean, you have to look at the positives, and sometimes you have to cut your losses and say, there will be another election. And, in this case, whether this question means, are you supporting Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, before I would support Hillary Clinton, of course I would support Donald Trump, but, there are still third parties out there, and I just have to see, I have to wait and see, what does Donald Trump do, what are his policies, because, from when he announced his run for office to now, he doesn't seem all that conservative, but we still have a lot of time to go to the election. So it's important to never say never.
For sure. So what certain policies do you like about Donald Trump and the things he has to say?
Well, I mean, there isn't a whole lot of agreement, in comparison. When you look at somebody like Rand Paul, who dropped out before, there was a lot more that I could agree on there. Somebody like Ted Cruz, I could agree a lot more there because I'm a lot more conservative. But with somebody like Donald Trump, I can really see why somebody would appreciate a politician like that because it really shakes things up. I mean, the same thing happened in California with Arnold Schwarzenegger. People didn't like how politics as usual was going.
Okay, good points. You're making some great points. Irving, it is so great to have you on our show today. Thank you for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Of course, it's great to be here.
We'll see you all next week on College Politics. I'm Allison Adrat. See ya later.
Thank you for joining us at College Politics. I'm Will Lamparelli. Have a great day.